Alright, this is MH4 Designs. I had a lot of people asking me at the shows if my gliders and lures are resin, but actually I still make them out of wood because I'm a woodworker at heart and I just like working with the wood. So I just show you some things I've done to make my lures more durable. This is just a wood glider here, and what I do is I rough sand it. All my machines they have 24 grit sandpaper, which is super rough, so I do all of it in a rough. So it's pretty rough. You can't, this feels like sandpaper right now because it's, you know, it's all roughed up anyways. So then the first thing I do is I do epoxy coating of the raw wood, which seals it, and this I do it by hand. I don't do it on the spinners. I just rub it on and it kind of raises the grain. This actually feels like sandpaper right now. But all the other points, I use the wood glue to seal all the openings. I'll give you an example. This is just, you know, like when it stays flexible over time. I mean, it will. This is a really old piece which will get brittle, but by the time I seal it with the epoxy, it locks in and still stays flexible. So this will keep it sealed up real nice. So but this, when I hand rub it on there, it's a thin layer, but it gives it a really, really rough texture. And this will allow the next step, which then I prime it white, because I need the white for the glitter and the foil. So once I prime it, I make sure I let everything dry for at least 2 days. You can see it's because it's so rough that the paint has something to really grip onto. I mean, it's pretty. I'll take a razor blade here. So the primer, I just let dry. I mean, it flakes, the paint's coming off, but it's really good adhesion. So then once I get it to this stage, then I do the glitter. So it's just a glitter technique. And this is probably the most durable part of the whole lure right here, the glitter that adds the color. And it also, different glitters will give you a different texture. Like this pink feels like 80 grit sandpaper. So it still has a lot of little bite to it for the next coat of clear epoxy. I'll give you an example. This is just the regular epoxy coating with the glitter in it. Then I can spray the paint, which the paint will grip onto the rough glitter coating. And here, I'll just show you. This is just the epoxy with the glitter in it. So then when I come, then I can do all, you know, I'll do the painting, and then this was just a test. But this is to give you an example how, you know, now there's 2 coats of epoxy, one on there. But you can see how tough this is for like hook rake. And I have like a bluefish. I'll show you this one right here. This thing I've caught tons of bluefish on. Many bluefish, and there's scratches, lots of scratches in here, but it's held up to bluefish teeth. And you know, the hook, there's no hook rake, but a lot of bluefish, you know, rarely have them chip it away. But so at this point, I'll add the clear, and we'll get the clear on here. And this is like the clear that locks in. You know, the only 2 things that's locking in is my logo, the eyes, and whatever paint, you know, paint things I do to it. So then once it's good to go. And I'll do another video on the different, once I get it to this stage, they could either go to glitter or they could go to the foil. And I'll do another whole video on how I do the foil. But anyways, this is how the glitter comes out. You know, so it's pretty durable, and it's still wood. It might look like resin, but it's still sticking to the wood. So anyways, thanks for watching.